My first Q&A vacation edition. Do you want to get to know me a little bit better? Hi and very welcome. My name is Mary. This is my channel Lumi, Levelup, and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. Other than that little intro sentence, usually I don't share that much personal information in my videos. Well, I do sprinkle in some personal anecdotes and fun facts every now and then, but I never sat down to introduce myself, so I thought you might have some questions for me. I hit that announcement for this Q&A video in my 1-year YouTube anniversary video quite close to the end, so I guess not too many of you did even see it, and that's why I didn't get that many questions, or you're just not interested in me as a person. Just kidding. For everyone that did send a question, thank you very much for your interest, and I'm happy to cover all of them in today's video. So, let's see how well this will go. Debbie's Dilemmas and Miss Janet had quite some similar questions surrounding my career and my relationship, so we'll start with Debbie's questions. Just curious how long you've been married and if you're willing to tell us anything about your career. And Miss Janet had a bunch of questions. We're going to cover the ones first that are quite similar to Debbie's. What type of work do you do? How long have you been married? How did you meet your husband? Is his English as good as yours? Okay. My career. I studied art history and theater and media science. I do have a bachelor's degree in art history and a master's degree in theater and media science, and luckily I focused on media science, which made it somewhat easier to find a job after university. But yet still I don't know if it was my best decision to go for something that I'm interested in rather than going for something that would pay my bills. In the end it worked out quite okay. I'm a project manager now. And there are the neighbors. Oh god, I'm too shy to do this with people listening. I started off as a cooperation manager for a real estate online platform, but I really didn't like that job at all. And then I became a project manager in IT and marketing focused. I'm still doing that job. It's quite challenging, but I enjoy it way more than that first cooperation manager thing that I was doing. And the questions about my husband and I. We will have our 10-year anniversary this August, and we've been married for 4 years this August. He proposed after about 5.5 years, and after around 6 years we got married in August of 2018. We have quite a nice get-to-know story, but I think I want to keep that for its own video. One day when I finally manage to get him in front of the camera, then we can share that little story. But to give you a little teaser, I already saw him before I actually got to know him when I was working as a waitress. He was one of my guests once, and I was interested in him immediately, but he didn't send any signals at all that he would be interested as well. And since I didn't want to act inappropriate as a waitress to his guest, I didn't talk to him other than taking his order that day. And yeah, it took some more weeks until we met in a different occasion, a different situation. And actually I was the one that went up to him and started talking to him. So yeah, I did the job. Is his English as good as yours? I don't know. Let's ask him. Initially, my husband agreed to do a little guest scene, but now he's not finding the right outfit and he doesn't know what to say and he doesn't want to be part of the video anymore. Is his English as good as yours? I personally don't think so. He does use quite a lot English at his job, which I don't have to use English at my job at all, because most of my clients are located in Germany. But he's improvising quite a lot, and I feel like I have somewhat more of a language feeling than he does, but he would never admit that mine is better. So, why is your English so good? Thank you very much. It really means a lot to me to hear that, because sometimes I get a little bit insecure about it, about my pronunciation, and I know that sometimes I do mess up some grammar stuff, and it's really great to hear that a native speaker thinks that my English is good. Janet writes, I'm sure you learned in school growing up, but when you have a sense of humor in another language, that is a whole other level. Do you have family nearby? So thank you for your kind words yet again. I'm very happy that I am able to transport some of my humor in my videos, because I think it would be quite boring to watch if I wasn't able to do that at all. I don't have any family in an English-speaking country, but I went on a student exchange when I was about, 15 or 16 to Hobart, Indiana, close to Chicago. It were only 3 weeks, which is not even that long if you compare it to student exchanges that go for an entire year. But I think it might have helped quite a lot to get rid of that fear of talking in a different language. And yeah, as you assumed it right, I did learn English in school for 9 years. And I've always been quite good with languages. I'm even better in German, as you probably can guess, since it is my mother language. But even on top of the regular talking and speaking and writing German, I think it's a thing that comes very easy to me. And I like to write. And for a while, I even was thinking about getting a career in a field where I would have to write texts in German. So yeah, I guess I'm more of a language type of person. I'm not good at all in mathematics and that stuff. That's that. Yeah. And I think now I answered all of Miss Janet's questions. Next up we have Mel, and she asks, when are you coming to visit Australia? I want to do so one day for sure. It has always been my dad's dream to visit Australia, but my mom never liked long distance flights, so that's why we never ended up going to Australia for a family vacation. But I would love to live my dad's dream now and think of him when I see the country. I think it is amazing that it has its own nature and animals and that it's so different from every other place on the planet. Well, I guess many places are very different. I'm not finding the right words to describe what I'm trying to say. But yeah, one day I for sure want to visit Australia. What other countries have you been to? And that list is quite long. I've been very lucky in my childhood that my dad did work a lot in foreign countries. Well, that's not that much of the lucky part, because he was working a lot and being away for long times, oftentimes. But when he visited all these different locations, we oftentimes went to visit him there, and then we made a vacation. And since he was working so much, it was very important for him to have a big family vacation each year together with my mom and my sister and I. And yeah, we traveled quite a lot. Of course, we did a lot of Europe. I've been different places in Spain, different Spanish islands, Turkey, Greek islands, the Netherlands, Austria, Switzerland. Europe is quite small compared to the US, so you get to travel quite a lot. Right now I'm in Italy, which I've been to Italy nearly the past 10 years, ever since I met my husband, because this little holiday apartment, it belongs to his parents, so it's a curse and a blessing at the same time, because of course it is very convenient to go here. We just have to pay the gas and the food and then we have a vacation. But it got me quite lazy in planning other trips, and yeah, we nearly always end up here because I'm not that good at planning other vacations. So that's the curse about it. But I lost track about the whole vacation topic. I've been to China when I was 14, yet again because my dad was working in China for many months and we visited him. I've been to the United States, the student exchange that I already told you about when I was 15 or 16. In my early 20s, I went to New York with a friend of mine. I've been to Mauritius, I hope that's how you say it in English, which was the most beautiful vacation I did so far, because that island is like paradise. It really is, and I want to go one day again with my husband. I've not been to South America, Australia and Africa by now, but I'm really interested in traveling and seeing different places, so I hope I can check some more marks on my vacation travel list one day. Where is your dream city or country to visit and shop? And that's not even that easy to answer, because I don't need the big cities with all the luxury boutiques to enjoy shopping, because of course I like to go there and look at the items, but I hardly ever buy anything brand new retail price at the boutique, so there is not really that one city that I want to go to for shopping. Everywhere where there is a great outlet, you will find me. That's another reason why this Italy location is so perfect for me, because we are about 45 minutes from the Foxtown outlet center in Switzerland, Mendrisio, from here, and about a 2-hour car ride to the Serravalle outlet in Italy. So here is a great shopping hotspot, and that's another reason why I love to come here year after year again. And that were Mel's questions. Thank you. We stay in Australia. My friend, this is Danny O. She had some questions as well. 3 bags you love but haven't bought, and why? And that's really difficult for me, because usually if I am really obsessed with something, sooner or later I will buy it, because I cannot not do it. I will save up and then get it. So I had to think about that question for a while, and I decided to go for the Dolce & Gabbana Lemon Sicily bag, because I really like lemons as a motif. I love them as little accessories, I love them on clothing, and I love that white bag with the yellow lemons. And I've been quite close to buying it multiple times at the outlet or later on preloved, but I haven't done so yet, because Dolce & Gabbana can be quite problematic. They did quite some very stupid campaigns in the past, and they keep doing and saying things that do not really resonate with me, and therefore I'm not sure if I want to support that company with my money with buying an entire bag. So that probably would be my first pick. Then maybe the Chanel 19, because I've been eyeing that bag for quite a while. I really like the aesthetic. I like that it does combine golden and silver hardware, because then you can wear it with both kinds of jewelry. But I'm not willing to pay Chanel prices. I don't think the bag necessarily is worth the price it costs for me personally, so that's why I didn't get it, and that's probably as well why I never will get it. And for number 3, I think I will choose the Louis Vuitton Speedy Watercolor, because that's one of my holy grail bags. I love to admire it from afar. The prices pre-loved are quite high for a Speedy, yet still not even that much for a luxury designer bag. So I could afford it if I really wanted to go for it, but I know myself and I know that I would not really wear it if I had it, because I would be so worried that I would ruin that piece of art. And I do like the vachetta leather the most when it is light, so I would always freak out when wearing the bag, and I'm worried that I will get the handles too dark and that I won't enjoy it that much anymore. And yeah, I just know that I couldn't enjoy the bag if it was my own, and I would have struggled preserving it the way it is, and therefore it's another bag that I'm not willing to spend the amount for it is asked for, when I know I wouldn't get the wear in return out of it, if that makes any sense. And Danny is asking for my favorite dessert as well, which is quite a tough question as well, because I don't know that many English dessert names. That's one reason. When preparing a little bit for this video, I did Google some dessert names, and they are quite similar to the German ones, just the pronunciation is different. I'm not crazy for ice cream. I think ice cream is quite a boring dessert. Other than that, I do like quite a lot of desserts, but there is not one favorite of all times. First thing that came to my mind is tiramisu. Is that how you say it in English? Tiramisu? Tiramisu? Tiramisu in German. And I think it's tiramisu in Italian. No, that was horrible. That's the first thing that came to my mind, but I might be biased because I am in Italy right now. And the last person that did submit some questions is the lovely Paula from the channel With a Touch of Luxury. She asked, after Louis Vuitton, what are your next favorite design houses? And that was a very difficult question for me as well, because here is Louis, and then for a long time there is nothing. I'm not obsessed like that with any other brand, even though lately I'm a little bit losing my interest in Louis, because they are dropping too much and the prices are increasing that quickly and the quality is decreasing, and yeah, just some frustrating experiences in the past. So maybe it's time to watch out for a new favorite brand, but yeah, it's tough. If it was just the design language and money wasn't an issue, probably I would pick Chanel, because I really love the design language of Chanel. I love the double CC logo, I love the quilting, I love the chain handles, I love so many of the iconic Chanel design elements. And if I had the money, I probably would buy a lot from that brand. But with my income and with the price point the pieces are at, I don't really feel like it's worth it anymore for me. Currently, I do own, I guess, 2 bags. I used to own 3, and I do have some other accessories. I think I have 1 pair of shoes and some sunglasses, so I do not even own that much from the brand as a matter of money, but yeah, I really like Chanel to look at, but price point and quality and my lifestyle, it doesn't match up to shop that much for Chanel. And other than that, I think lately I really like Gucci a lot. But I don't think I do own that much from the brand if I think about it. But it really does speak to me, so. Oh, and what's quite interesting as well, ever since I filmed that My Problem with Fendi video, I started to enjoy that brand quite a lot. I got into it quite a bit. I shopped quite some pre-loved items lately, and I'm really starting to enjoy Fendi. So maybe that brand is on its way to a favorite? I don't know. What else is Paula asking? Has wearing luxury bags impacted your desire to wear contemporary, less expensive bags? That's a very good question, and the answer probably is yes and no. I do enjoy my contemporary bags as well, and there are occasions and situations when I really don't even want to carry a luxury bag, so for these occasions I'm really happy to have my contemporary brands bags. Actually, I want to film a whole video about, I don't know how many occasions that are, but let's say it's 5, the 5 situations when I don't want to carry a luxury bag or something like that. So that video will come and I will cover that in detail. But there is a time and a place for contemporary bags, but on the other hand, when I do go on a fancy event or to a fancy dinner or a fancy place, I really like to wear my luxury bags, and I'm a little bit sad when I dress in an outfit and I don't have a matching luxury bag, and then I have to pick one of my other bags, and then I feel like, oh, but I would love to wear Louis today or Chanel today or whatever today. So yeah, there are these situations as well when I would prefer to wear a designer bag, but yet still, I'm a handbag lover overall, and it doesn't always have to be luxury designer, so that's that. And Paula did ask, for other than YouTube, what do you enjoy doing in your free time? And that's quite interesting, because Paula very recently filmed her first Q&A as well, and she had a quite similar question to answer, and her answer did really resonate with me. She said that she's an introvert and that she enjoys to spend time at home, relax, focus on herself, and that's very true for me as well. I'm an introvert as well, and I totally agree that spending time with people can drain quite some energy, and I really enjoy to relax as well, be at home for myself as well, and yeah, sometimes I just enjoy to be lazy as well, because I feel like life is that busy, working is that busy and exhausting. Sometimes I just want to step back and lay back and relax, so that's what I really like to do. I do like to travel as well, but as I already told you, lately I nearly all the time end up here in Italy in this vacation home. Yeah, right now I couldn't think of any other hobbies, so. And that's already the last question we have to cover for today, so thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you next time, and bye! Okay, I told you I'm an introvert, and I'm on the balcony right now. There is another vacation apartment right beneath us, and they do have a balcony that starts downstairs, behind us, and they went on the balcony, and I felt so strange sitting here and talking to my camera, so yeah, I decided to keep going, but I was feeling weird. I'm a little bit embarrassed. And I feel like usually I manage it quite well to look directly into the lens, but today I kept looking into the viewfinder thingy, so sorry if you feel like I'm not directly looking at you today. I didn't mean to be rude. Q&A. Did I say Hollywood? Since it is just very suitable here on vacation, the videos I would recommend you to watch next is my Foxtown outlet vlog or the Serravalle outlet vlog.